Well, back to school, which is happening soon, also means back to school sports.
And South Florida, of course, is known for producing some of the best student athletes in the country. But are we pushing our kids into organized sports too early?
Dr. Dara Bushman is a licensed clinical psychologist in private practice here in South Florida. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
So what is too early, you think?
Well, it's on bio-individuality. It really depends on the child, where they're at and developmentally. I think that it's up to the parents to assess what is best for them. And often I feel that they're not assessing what's going on for the child. They're just kind of going what they think the community or society is expecting. You know, you hear a lot these days, you've got to get them in early, you've got to start them, if not, they're not going to be successful. But the truth of the matter is if you have a child who's very athletic, whether you start them at 5 or you start them at 7, they're going to hang in there and they're going to really be successful no matter when you're starting them.
So how do you know, since each child is different and as their own individual, how do you know when the right time is to start them?
Well, you know, you could start just doing it intramurally or just having fun, doing it as a family activity and listening to children. You know, I have a 3- and a 5-year-old, and it's interesting because what one of them likes, the other one doesn't, and sometimes they're not so interested in doing certain things. But when you see that they're having fun and you can offer it as an opportunity to do it with other friends, and they'll start to pick up on it, and you'll pick up on their cues, and you'll know when it's time to get them started.
Now, what happens though when kids, and I can speak from personal experience because I was like the worst Little League player in the history of Little League baseball, and I wanted to quit. My parents said, no, you got to stick with it. They made me stay with Little League, and I didn't really get to be a great baseball player, but I'm glad that they did force me to stick with it. What should parents do when their kids maybe are a little discouraged after participating in sports?
Well, the truth of the matter is any child that goes into a sport, no matter what their ability is, it's all about whether they feel good at it or not. So even if a child doesn't have a lick of athletic ability, but a coach has made them to feel like they're a superstar, they're going to want to keep doing it. So that's number one, is them feeling that they're successful and they're good, even if they are not. Right. I mean, I remember coming home as a tennis player, I think I was 8 years old, and I came home and said, I have great blobs. And my parents looked at me kind of cross-eyed, but the fact of the matter is that I thought I was great, and that made me want to go back the next day and have a good time.
Your coach was telling you that?
Yes. Yes.
But what happens when the kid is not feeling encouraged and not feeling confident and saying, like, I don't want to go to sports anymore, I don't like it, I don't enjoy it? Is there a value in having them kind of continue on the way Rick's parents did?
Well, I think it's important to see follow through. We don't want to quit in the middle of a season. At least find a way to entertain them and make it be so that there's some part of it that they can find some value in, to participate. Because it's fun just to participate with the sport and the team. I think that can be of value.
And we have on the screen there some of the benefits of playing sports. And it really does help organize sports to help build character and self-esteem in young kids.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt. Again, it's camaraderie, it's working with the team, and realistically, parents may say, oh, well, you're going to be a superstar at whatever age you're starting, but being involved in sports is just a piece of the puzzle of the big picture of life, because there's many times in life that as adults we may not want to continue doing an activity, but guess what? We still show up and we go through the motions and we find a way to get through it and sometimes even enjoy it.
Well, thank you for showing up here tonight to talk about this.
Thank you.
It's a timely issue with kids going back to school in the next couple of weeks. Dr. Dara Bushman, always good to see you. Thank you.
Great to see you.